we are in
Mercer House.
no, not in Mercer House yet. We're in Savannah, Georgia.
Sorry.
Savannah, Georgia, one of our favorite towns in the U.S. to visit. Actually, for me, it would be in my top 5, easily in my top
yeah,
5. So today we're going to check out the Mercer House. Now, the reason I'm interested in this is because it's actually the first time I learned about it was from a movie called Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, one of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies, and actually one of my favorite Kevin Spacey performances. So the house itself historically, it's the house that was built by the great grandfather of Johnny Mercer, although he didn't get to finish building the house because it was interrupted by the American Civil War. But yeah, I mean, like we love checking out historic things, and what we're gonna do today is take you on a walking tour, and I'll shoot some walkthrough video, so you guys can see what it's all about. All right, we'll see you in there. The exterior is under a lot of rehab, so unfortunately there's a lot of scaffold and construction work going on. And we can't see, we can't get a good shot of the exterior, but it's a beautiful house. Again, if you want to go watch the movie Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, which, by the way, is based on a true story. Anyways, let's go through the walkthrough. So the entrance to the tour of the house is actually through the carriage house shop, but unfortunately, it looks like I can't do video or photos once we're in the house and gardens. Kind of sucks, but I totally understand why. All right, so we just got done with the tour of the Mercer house. Again, I apologize. First of all, the outside is being restored, so a lot of construction and it's hard to see the actual facade. And second of all, there was no filming or photography in the actual tour, which again, totally understandable. They have a lot of really valuable art pieces, old art pieces in there, and so yeah, no, I totally get it. I got to respect the wishes of the particular tour and the house, the history of it and everything. So yeah, I mean, it's cool stuff. If you want to learn more about it, there's a book called More Than the Mercer House, which is a book more about Jim Williams. So like the book will take you through the properties that he restored here in Savannah, and like obviously I'm sure it'll take you through the art pieces and the stuff, the antiques that he was able to acquire for those. I know you didn't get to see anything. It's kind of like a worthless video, but for me, like, we go through these things and we do these kind of historical tours just to stretch the brain, right? Before today, I did not know that this was the Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil was based on a true story. So, just learning more about a particular thing that had already interested me in the first place. It stretches the brain, right? It stretches the imagination, and I think that's an important thing to do, right? I just finished a book, Bob Iger's book, that just came out. I think it's called The Ride of a Lifetime. In the book, one particular part, he says, he wakes up at like some ungodly hour, like 4 a.m. in the morning. But he says he does that because he takes time out of his day. He devotes that time in the morning to his creative side, right? Like to stretching his brain, to thinking about things outside of his quote unquote work, right? And I think that's a thing that more of us need to do, because we can so easily get just drawn into or caught up in and swept away in the daily mundanity of life, right? The routine of waking up, going to work, coming back home, like that whole humdrum life that we forget to we forget to exercise our heads, and we forget to think about the possibilities. We forget to think about like just shit that like I said, stretches your brain, right? And so that's why we like to go to things like this, right? The history of the Mercer House. We learned so much just in this short tour. I mean, they won't even take you to more than just the first level, because it's still actually a private house. It's still a lived-in house, right? It's fully used. Actually, it's the sister of Jim Williams that still lives there. So you only see like a very small portion of the house, but just that small portion itself, you learn so much. And so that's why we get to do that. That's why we love doing stuff like this. So yeah, I mean, it makes for a shit video, but read more about it, check it out. And if you're ever in Savannah, take the tour of Mercer House. There's lots of different historical homes and buildings here that you can take a tour of. But I really like that one, for me in particular, because again, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil is one of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies. So yeah, that's it for this video. Until next time, guys. In the next video, I'll take you through a medieval castle. How about that? I'll take you through a medieval castle. So be on the lookout for that. You'll actually get to be able to see the walkthrough of the castle. So yeah, just tune in. If you haven't yet subscribed, hit subscribe, man. There's more stuff coming. I would appreciate your help. If you liked the video, if you liked it, I mean, if you don't like it, then don't like it, obviously. But if you liked it, hit me with a thumbs up and hit me with a subscribe. Pass it on. Yeah, well, oh wells. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you on the castle. Yeah, we'll see you at the castle. We'll see you at the castle on the next one. Where was it, the castle?
Which one?
We'll see you in Belgium.
Yeah, again.
We'll show you a castle in Ghent in the next video. All right? All right, until then, peace. Take care.